Yeah.
Feels so good to officially
Right, my God, it's great to see you.
Right past me.
How you doing, John? You rolling?
Good, man.
So I'm here, got a special surprise. I got Oscar award winner, great actor John Voight. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, thanks.
I'm not sure. Are you and your daughter the only father-daughter that have an Oscar?
Oh, you know, no. Jane Fonda and her father, Henry Fonda, have Oscars, yeah.
Well, you're in good company.
I'm in good companies, right.
When was the first sign of Angela being an actress? Like, did you see something when she was young that she might take it? And were you pushing against it as an actor?
You know, I don't talk too much about our personal interactions when,
Okay.
one day maybe
Respect
we'll
it.
sit down together and you can come interview me with her and we'll toss that stuff around. But I'm a little cautious about going in and saying anything because I don't want, I might accidentally say something that she didn't want me to reveal or whatever it is, But she was, she's obviously a tremendous talent, and it did happen. I didn't know if my kids were going to be involved in our business, but they grew up. It's just like anybody, like you grow up, your parents, whatever they do, you're in it. You see it. You see everything.
Yeah.
And both of my children, Jamie and Angie, both have a love for this business.
Yeah.
And of course, it's not hard to have a love for movies. Kids across the world have a love for movies, but they know all of the architecture of it, all of what it takes,
What do you think about these Disney movies that builds these worlds of princesses and superheroes? How important do you think the studio selection and movies are for kids growing up and dreaming of being bigger
Well, I
things?
think it's very important, and I'm very grateful to Disney because I think the values that Disney represents and have given to our children has been able to protect them against a lot of nonsense.
Yeah.
So I'm glad for Disney, and I see, I can see some of the modern influences that are pulling away, but the basic principles have been supported in all of their great movies right down to the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
So I say, stay on it, fellas. Don't give it away.
Yeah.
Stay with it, and I think that it's because the kids are getting what we're saying.
Yeah.
Give them strong information. Give them truths. Give them something to make principles, good and evil. Yeah, good. You can talk about good and evil. Excellent.
Yeah.
Give them that. Anyway, so they've done that in the past, and to talk about compassion. They talk about many wonderful things.
Yeah.
And all of the joy. Like one of my favorite movies growing up was Pinocchio, which has a lot of lessons in it, know. And then recently, one of my favorite movies was Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Lion King, and this one too. So we have Maleficent now. Again, I think it's great. The kids are listening. You can make a difference in their lives.
You're in one of my favorite movies also, Enemy of the State, and it reminds me a lot of what's been going on this week in politics and everything else. I've heard you say that there's been a war on truth.
Yep.
But you also said in 2014 that it would be a civil war with Obama in office. There's a quote that you said. You said that Obama was going to cause a civil war within the...
Oh, yeah.
That's what you just quoted us.
That's right. I thought there was a civil war brewing because it was a racial... All of a sudden, everything became racial. Listen, I don't think racially. Who thinks racially?
A lot of people do.
That's the racist.
A lot of people do.
If people think racially, that's racism. Do you see what I mean? If that's what they make decisions from racism. My decision is the guy got a good smile? Is he a good guy?
Yeah.
Is he a strong guy? Is he a good parent?
Yeah.
That's it. Not what's his color? How tall is he?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
You know
But all right, but I mean, what do you think
that
is?
one in? You see?
Yeah.
You're a good guy. I like it. He's a good guy. No, but that's it. But look, for me to say something against Obama that would make me a racist in some people's eyes. No, just a second.
Yeah.
But no, we have to say no. What am I saying? Is it true or not? That's all.
Yeah, but you said it's a war on truth, and the candidate you supported birtherism, which was an untruth.
Say this again.
I said you say that there's a war on truth with this current situation, but the candidate, the president that you support, has been accused of saying a lot of lies and supported birtherism. I said that's been accused of saying a lot of many lies and supported birtherism.
I think they've been and supported what?
The birther movement saying that Obama wasn't born in America, which was an untruth.
Right. Look, a lot of people at different times. You can point to that, and that's what your memory is, right? There was a lot of concern about that. You know, there were people in Africa that said he was born there. Look, I didn't get into that, right?
No, you didn't get into it.
That's not important to me.
Right.
So what he does is important to me. You know, who he is important to me. So anyway, but we could have a discussion.
I love having this discussion with you. I love having it because you're passionate about your feelings about stuff, and I like that you wear your beliefs and everything on your sleeve.
If somebody says something to me that can give me information, I'm available.
Yeah.
But if somebody's telling me lies and I know they're lies, I'll say, no, fellas, that's not right, and let me tell you what I know. Do you see what I mean? And like we have a situation right now where Nancy Pelosi stands up and says, I didn't read the transcript, but what I heard that he's out of line and we're going to impeach him. Yeah. Really? You didn't read the transcript? And you're talking like this? Do you see what I mean? There's something out of line about that. Why isn't anybody saying that? Why isn't anybody saying, hey, fellas, read the transcript? Yeah. Don't talk to me unless you've read the transcript. What kind of leadership is that?
But you think it's okay for the president to talk to another president to find information on his political opponent?
Did you read the transcript?
I read the transcript and the report from the Inspector General and the.
You read it all.
I read it all, word for word, the PDF, not what I read on CNN.
And you come down saying that he did something out of line.
The president asked the president of Ukraine to open an investigation on Joe Biden and his son, or continue an investigation on it. To check it. That's his political opponent.
Right. Now, if I'm president of the United States and somebody says to me that Joe Biden did this and so and that, and he was vice president of the United States, right? And he was using his influence to do something else, and I'm talking to the president of Ukraine, I say, check it out. Is there anything to this?
When you go to Obama's term.
No, just a second.
Okay.
Check it out. Is there anything to this? Because it's important.
With Giuliani.
What?
With Giuliani, not somebody that's been elected or the Justice Department, with Giuliani.
You just said, we're talking about the transcript now, aren't we?
Yeah, but he said check it out, and he asked Giuliani.
No, wait just a second.
Sorry.
He asked the president of Ukraine to do it.
Right? Correct.
That's what he did.
Correct.
That's what he did.
He said Giuliani's going to call you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the idea is let's find out.
Okay.
I think in the course of business and of a long conversation about many things, if he says that, if that's on people's minds, he better check it out.
I appreciate
you understand? That's my opinion.
I appreciate
the president of the United States. I think he should be looking out for us. So when it's not you're saying his motive was this or that. Maybe his motive is just to find out.
Okay. I'm just asking the questions. I'm not stating it emphatically.
Just a second. I'm talking to you. So that's where I stand.
Okay.
I say there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Now, I know other things that are there, and they're not being talked about. You know what I mean? In other words, if Hillary Clinton, everybody knows this, is that she destroyed government property to hide emails and her reaction thing. That's a crime. That's a crime. We all know it's a crime. You know that's a crime, right? Okay. So I say, well, that's a big deal, and that's clear. But that has been pushed aside. You see what I mean? So there is a bias that we're dealing with. It's a very strong bias. People are being accused of things that are not crimes, while other crimes are being pushed under the rug. Okay. Something's got to be. Either I'm right or I'm wrong. Either that's right or they're wrong. Let's find out
And
what
it's
the
fair
truth
for you to have
is.
either.
And I said in my video, I said, let the truth prevail.
Let's let the
Whatever
truth
it is, let the truth prevail.
Thank you for your time,
Hey,
Mr.
listen,
Voight.
Good to talk to you, man.
Good to talk to you.
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Best interview of the night. We can go home now.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.